Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Whoops. Hi. Ha! I'm sitting here. Wait a minute. Where am I? Oh, I never entered the studio. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where apparently the chat on StreamYard isn't working. Okay. We have a problem here. StreamYard's fucked up. Chat ain't working. I see you guys in studio. I don't see you in. That's going to be annoying. While I'm doing stuff, I'm looking at another screen because that's annoying. And there's no reset chat option here. Maybe if I close it, and yeah, it seems like chat on StreamYards is all fucked up today. It's not populating. I see it over here. Let's see it over here. That's going to make things weird. We'll do our best. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up another StreamYard window. I'm going to open another tab in StreamYard, and there's going to be two me's for a second here. So I'm going to open up here, and we'll see if the chat's populated in this one. Yes. Okay. So there we go. There. Oh, whoa. I hear myself now. Okay. I need to leave this. All right, hold on. Can I leave this here? There we go. Okay, all better. I fixed it. I didn't boomer anything. How could I boomer it if StreamYard fucks it up? How could I boomer it? I don't boomer anything. I didn't boomer anything. StreamYard fucked up. There was no chat population, so I just opened a fresh tab, came in, heard myself, and now I'm out, and I kicked myself. See, it all worked out fine. You people doubt me too much. You doubt me too much. Terrible. You guys are terrible for my confidence. You know that? Horrible. Anyway. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where we strive to make sense of everything that's going on. I took the day off yesterday, essentially. I had intended to do some things, but other things got in the way. But it was essentially I needed to. Well, okay, let's be honest. I didn't actually accomplish anything because I had plans. They got put awry, and then I didn't help anybody by playing video games way too late again last night. I streamed most of it. I was took about an hour before I actually turned in, but I streamed a lot, and I was supposed to catch up and not be tired today. But I'm really enjoying Crimson Desert. I'm really enjoying it, and I want you guys to share it with me because I'm telling you the story. Quiet. I don't have a curfew. I know where this is going. I don't have a curfew. I don't. I am a grown ass man. I stay up as long as I want to. Anyway, so I chose not to do show yesterday because I wanted to sleep as long as I needed to, and I did. And then the day just kind of got away from me, where I literally kind of floated through the day until we got to streaming. And it was a good 6-hour Crimson Desert stream last night. We actually got to the story. And here's the thing: we're going to talk about it this weekend. Jed, play it some more. I want to have an actual game discussion of it this weekend on Roundtable. I don't want to. Last week we talked about the controversy. Now the controversy is passed, and everybody's into it, like I said they would be. So we're going to play. We're going to talk about it then. Oh, shut up! You watched me do it. I beat your snipe puzzle time by at least 5 minutes. You know what? Go beat the bell puzzle. Go beat the bell puzzle. Then we'll talk, because I haven't beaten that one yet at all. You go beat the bell puzzle, then we'll talk. All right? That's the one puzzle I've run into that has stumped me, because I don't know the pattern, the order of the bells and the ringing. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. I made your puzzle in less than 4 minutes for this 4 minutes. Yeah, because you watched me do it. Ungrateful. All you ungrateful. You ungrateful. Anyway, we're going to talk Crimson Desert this weekend. I want to talk about playing it, how it feels, how it looks, how all the adventure. I literally, hang on. Hold on 1 second. Let me look real quick. Let's have a look real quick. Challenge accepted without looking it up. If you could beat that, then you're better than I am at puzzle solving, because I racked my brains on that one and I couldn't get it last night. I haven't looked it up yet. I'm going to give it another shot. Let my brain cool down. Listen, I am good at certain types of puzzles and certain ones. Visual puzzles, I'm good at. I turn on the idiot savant. I don't think about it, and success happens. The bell puzzle, I'm missing something, and I can't figure out what. Anyway, let me check something real quick. I'm doing this because I have to change my screen behind me real quick. I want to see. Right now. What? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I've got essentially 50 hours into Crimson Desert right now. And I just finished chapter 2 last night. That because I have simply been going all over the starter zone, just exploring and doing. Yeah, we've done some side content, which I can now complete because I've moved through chapter 2 and the count I need to talk to is freed up. But I've spent 50 hours game, and I've barely scratched the surface of this game in 50 hours. I'm going this game. By the time all is said and done, we're gonna have hundreds of hours in this game before all is said and done. And I'm loving it. This game, I'm exactly getting lost in it like I wanted to. Last night, after we were done on stream, I went exploring because remember we finished the Azure Moon Labyrinth last night, and it revealed a bunch of other basically mini treasure caves. And I went and picked up. I went and got 2 of them. I had to perilously climb these river mountain paths with no accessibility. I had to climb my way up there bit by bit, and it was cold temperatures, so it reduced my stamina, and I couldn't use my grapple arm to hoist myself up quickly. So it took a while, and I got there, and I got 2 interesting pieces of gear. But problem is, now I need to go farm thick hide and thick hair. Or thick hide and whatever. I gotta go kill woodland creatures for hide and hair. I have to go kill woodland creatures now to level that shit up to at least equal to where the previous gear was. Because they've got some good bonuses on them because they've got augments. They've been augmented. and I don't know how to do augments yet. I only have one augment anyway sitting around. And if I wonder if you could take, I wonder if I can, once you have something augmented, I wonder if you can take augments out and put them on other things. That'll be cool to find out once I get that ability. Anyway, so I did that, and I got a couple more. I got four more of those. No, I did 2. There's 5. There's 5 more of those that I have to go to get their loot. And I did get that boss's sword, the Branch Master Thorn Lord. I got his sword. So I'm dual wielding his sword and the other sword I found from that cave. So I did some stuff. So this game is fun. The people who were bitching and moaning about it because of a Metacritic score, or they played literally 30 minutes of it and cried, "It's broken! It's broken! It's got all these bugs." Yeah, they were full of shit. They were full of shit. The game is great. It's a lot of fun if you knew what type of game it was going to be. Anyway, so we're going to talk Crimson Desert this weekend. Have a lot of good. I want to have a fun discussion at the end of the back half of the stream. We talk gaming and stuff like that, and have a good time because we deserve to have fun things. We deserve to have fun things, and we can get more fun things if you give me money. See, that's a good transition. Give me money and fun things happen. I swear, fun things happen once you give me money. You know, $15 for this, $15 for that, $25 to watch videos. I beat the Red Mist boss. Yeah, I beat him. I beat him that night. I beat it. It took me about 30, 45 minutes of trial and error. Here's what happened with that. And literally, Legatus is going to now jump up and down. I had to dodge better. I literally had to dodge better. And what happened was I got used to doing this little dodge ability where when I dodge, I kind of I unlocked a skill where I kind of phase through an attack and I regain all my stamina. That is what I have been doing, but it's not a real dodge. Against the Crimson Nightmare, you had to hold the dodge button to do the full dodge roll. Otherwise, you couldn't dodge his attack. And he's only vulnerable for real after he does this giant lunge attack where the crystal diamond artifact that is the creature hits the ground, and you got to wail on it till you crack what I guess is its stagger bar to stagger it so that you can really wail on it. So once I figured that out, I won. It took a couple of Palmer pills to do it, but I won because the motherfucker kept knocking me out of the arena and having me hit spikes and kill me. So I'd use a couple Palmer pills to get back in it, but I beat him. So right now, out of the 76 bosses, I've defeated 3 bosses. I defeated the Crimson Nightmare, I defeated the Dilldozer, and I defeated well, maybe 4 if you count Matthias. I defeated Matthias because he's the starter, but he's the mini boss of beginning chapter 2, and I defeated the Branch Master, Thorn Master at the end of chapter 2. So I have 76 bosses. I've beaten 4, which is 4 more than DSP, who weighed quick because he couldn't beat the Dilldozer, who I also beat on my first try. Yes, and Dilldozer was an interesting fight because I went in there not realizing I was about to do a boss fight. So I had no health restorative. I had no food. I had only a couple pieces of food, and I had to rely on my Palmer pills as I was figuring out the pattern. Because I didn't cheese it and just hit it with arrows. I used the mechanics of the fight. I stopped him with my force push. I beat up on him. I dodged around, and we finished it off simple like. Anyway, so yeah, I beat the Crimson Mist that night on session 3. Yeah, was it session 3 or session 4? Oh, it was session 4. It was session 4. But that's a member, so you guys have to be a member to watch that. Anyway, so yeah, Kelly, you're a member. You can go watch it if you want. But yeah, so I did beat Crimson Mist, and he was a challenging boss because you had to work the mechanic of the fight and just dodge better. Just simply dodge better. It means holding the button for the full dodge instead of doing the little phase ability dash run. All right, no more Crimson Desert. No more Crimson Desert for now. No more Crimson Desert. Let's get busy. So yesterday, stuff did happen yesterday. Now, granted, I think a lot of it happened after the show. No, Dilldozer. Why do you have to twist words? What's wrong with you? Dilldozer. It's 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 an idiocracy joke. Fucking clanker. Anyway, and yes, to Weasel, Kel just asked the question. I did beat the Crimson Mist, the Crimson Nightmare. I beat the Crimson Nightmare that night. Right. So, yeah, stuff happened yesterday, and one of them, I considered making regular standalone videos yesterday afternoon, but for two things, and we'll go over each of these, and I'll explain it why. So yesterday we did get the surprise drop of Harry Potter TV series season 1, Philosopher's Stone. We got the surprise trailer drop, and the previous night, news broke that Stephen Colbert is working with other people to write a sequel to The Lord of the Rings. Clearly, this is important news to discuss. And I should have made a video. Well, I was going to make a video reacting to the Harry Potter trailer, save for a single problem. It's Warner Brothers. They would have claimed me. So it was kind of pointless. But I can lightly discuss about it. And the only reason I didn't just make a discussion of a still reaction to the trailer for screenshots is because, let's remember, I'm a Harry Potter casual. I'm not a hardcore Potterhead. I'm not. I read the books. I watched the movies. I don't really like the movies anymore. But that's what I am. I don't know every little detail of the books. I only read them once. And I only read, well, I did read Deathly Hallows twice or 3 times. I think I did read that. I mean, I read that one a couple of times. But I am incapable of giving concrete takes on my own for Harry Potter. Oh, no, wait a minute. Adam, are you saying that if you don't know something really well, or at least have a lot of working knowledge of it, you're not going to cover it and try and make claims? Yes, that's what I'm claiming. I am a full believer is if you do not have a complete grasp of something, you shouldn't weigh in on it. That's why I save certain types of topics for panels where I can lean on my co-hosts if I'm lacking in knowledge. That is why when apparently now in December, when Harry Potter, we thought it was coming out 2027. No, they're releasing it at the end of 2026 on Christmas. That is why, in order to cover Harry Potter, I'll be doing a panel review. We'll be doing a panel review on that. That's what's going to happen. I'll do my own review, mainly for quality's sake. But in order to truly break it down, we will be doing a panel review. I'll put together people who, one, are reviewers, but two, also people who want to talk Harry Potter. So that's what we're going to do. But so I couldn't just talk the Harry Potter trailer today because I can't look at that trailer and tell you what's book accurate and what isn't. So that's one reason I didn't go with that. But I will talk about it right now. I will share my thoughts on it, and we'll talk about it more this weekend on Roundtable, of course. But I watched the trailer, and when it finished, my first thought was it felt kind of soulless. It felt soulless to me. It didn't have any, for lack of a better term, magic to it. The music that was playing sounded like cheap trailer music. Some of the way the characters looked seemed wrong, just seemed off. And of course, Black Snape. Black Snape. I've been asked, would I cross the street when I see this man? He has dreads. They gave him dreadlocks. Oh, man, you couldn't at least straighten that hair? Couldn't straighten that hair. Then the whole thing, looking at it, it's without a doubt, it will be the most viewed thing this year on streaming television. It'll be the most viewed thing this year. It's going to break so many records. It will dominate ratings because even if there is misgivings about it, everybody's going to watch it. Everybody's going to watch it. Let's not pretend that just because people are angry at Black Snape, that nobody's going to watch this. Everybody's going to watch this show. It'll probably be the most billion minutes viewed ever. It's going to make Game of Thrones look like a toddler in a sandbox with the views it's going to get. That's how, and remember, not only will it get streaming, it'll be probably broadcast live on HBO as well. So they're going to get all the views. It's going to happen. Let's not pretend otherwise. Whether or not it's good remains to be seen. And I look at this and something feels off. And I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Something feels off. And I can't quite put my finger on it because I'm not a Harry Potter expert. I just know it feels soulless. It feels magicless. It feels hollow. And I feel like from what I saw, the acting is already subpar. Now, right away, here come the stands, the weirdos, who are instantly saying, the kids must be protected. Nobody's talking about these kids. Why are they always so obsessed with saying, the kids must be protected? I'm not talking about the kids when I talk about this. I'm talking about the show. And I said in the beginning, I wish these kids the best of luck. Unlike Papa Asidu, who, like we saw the other day, started crying about my racisms. And I feel nothing for him. He knew exactly what he was getting into. He should have turned the rule down. But, of course, he's probably a DEI commie Marxist, so he must be a part of it to prove things wrong. And, of course, you got people out there saying, if you're upset about a fictional character's color, you need to stop crying, you angry chud, right-winger nerds, some shit like that. It's all out there. It's all out there. Therefore, Harry Potter stirred up a lot of controversy today. A lot of people already making the content on it. I will not make it. I will save the content I'm going to make on that for a discussion this Sunday. We will talk about it this Sunday. We will break it down and have our thoughts on that. Also, there are people. It's funny, people going out there. The show should change it and make Harry fuck Hermione in the end. He belongs with her. And it's just, the book didn't quite set it up. I mean, J.K. Rowling has said she wished she hadn't gone away from that, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yeah, that's one way to put it. The lighting and photography in the show is very dark. It's very dark. And they really stress the abuse in the trailer that Harry suffers. It really stressed that abuse. A little unsettling. Anyway, Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter Season 1, whatever we're going to call it, will be out in Christmas. I'm sure we're going to get another trailer before then. It's a long way away. But here's the funny thing. Unlike the MCU and Doomsday, Harry Potter doesn't need the constant push for marketing. It's Harry Potter. It's always relevant because it's one of the last franchises standing. After this, though, it might not be. We'll see what happens. I see. I didn't mind Harry Ginny. I just wish it had been done better. I wish it had been done better, given more time to cook, to bake. Anyway, Harry Potter live action. We are far from being done with this. The other thing that happened, as I mentioned, Stephen Colbert announced that he's working on a Lord of the Rings sequel. Oh, man. Jen and I have had this conversation repeatedly, not about this specific thing, but about this thing entirely. I will not walk away. How do I put this? Even though I am a huge Star Wars fan, a huge Star Trek fan, I know these worlds. I understand these worlds. I can discuss. I can dissect. I could talk about them for hours on end. I am a real fan. That doesn't mean I can write for Star Wars and Star Trek. That doesn't mean I have the ability to do that. And I know that. Fans are good for lore checking. They are not good for creating, because a fan cannot get their biases of what they like and what they don't like out of the way. See, that's why a creator must be left to his or her own devices with their world, because if a good writer, good creator, is able to put their biases aside for their own characters they created and give proper time and proper development, fans will always give preference to what they love over what they don't like so much. And that is why a fan can't do it. I mean, listen, if I had been involved with the new Jedi Order, I probably would not have had, and when Star Wars, the Jedi Order arc, I probably would not have had all the Jedi deaths that they did, because I don't want to see Jedi die. I want to see Jedi win. But the writers knew they had to have stakes. It's different. When you're in the thing that you're helping create and you're a part of it, you can put your emotions aside for the story's stakes and tension and drama and purpose and all that kind of stuff. When you're a fan, you can't do that. I wouldn't have killed off Anakin Solo. I wouldn't have done that. I would have found a way for him to survive. But they had to do it for the power, the tension, the stakes that characters didn't survive anymore. They had to do it. I didn't want to do it. I would not have been able to do it because I am a fan. I will not say that Stephen Colbert is not a fan of Lord of the Rings. Clearly he is. He's read the books plenty of times. He can talk about it ad nauseum. I've heard that stuff. But he's not a good fan. And he's not a quality fan. And he's not capable of separating his personal ideological beliefs from anything he does. Not to mention, he's also not creative. He's a jackass. So the fact that he's going to help create a screenplay, a story, a sequel to The Lord of the Rings, where Sam's daughter, based on a couple of chapters from the first book, Sam's daughter finds a secret that could have ended the War of the Ring before it even started. Shut the fuck up. And here, I may be a junior gatekeeper when it comes to Lord of the Rings, but I'm going to call my senior gatekeepers and have them show you the door. Your fan pass card, your placard has been revoked, sir. You are being asked to leave. As gatekeepers, you understand this. At some point, you go bouncer and you escort the bad fans out. And here's the thing. There is no way this is successful. Now, we don't even know if this thing's going to make it out of early development. I don't care if Peter Jackson signed off. Peter Jackson just did the movies. He didn't actually write Tolkien. He didn't write Tolkien's work. Philippa Boyan involved. Colbert's son is involved. This thing it reeks of disgusting. It reeks. And the concept is stupid. So there is no way this finds success. None. None at all. But we will sit and wait. This is the other reason I didn't make the video on it yesterday. For the simple fact that, one, I would rather have a panel discussion at this point. One, also because I missed it because we took the day off. But two, I am also a casual Lord of the Rings fan. I know a lot of knowledge to make myself dangerous, knowledge through osmosis of hanging around much bigger fans of Tolkien's work. But I am not capable of having an in-depth discussion. Because I will say it, I am not as big a fan of Lord of the Rings as Stephen Colbert is. I can objectively say he's probably a bigger fan of it than I am. Most definitely. Then again, he probably liked Rings of Power, so he can probably fuck right off. And yeah, Kel, you're absolutely right. Hung for Gollum flopping will definitely make Paramount Skydance. Dude, because let's be honest, this sequel, it ain't going to see the light of day until Paramount Skydance finish the takeover of Warner Brothers. And I heard a rumor today. I failed to corroborate it, so that's why I didn't bring it up. I heard a rumor that once the merger is done, Zaslav is out. He's done. He's going to take his $800 million payout and fuck off. That's what I heard. I don't have corroboration of it, so we're not going to run it as fact. But Zaslav is the only thing protecting the likes of James Gunn's DCU and these sloppy, half-assed attempts at Tolkien. Think about it like this. What is the one thing people have asked for who are fans of Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's world of Middle-earth? Show us the First Age. Show us stories from the First Age. Show us these historical moments. That's an easy take my money situation. Show us this age where gods and monsters trode the earth and battled and broke the world. Show us these events. Titanic beach that blotted out the sky. Morgoth trotting along, smiting shit. Show us this stuff. The hardest core fantasy of Tolkien's world, the First Age. Show us that. Not some fake-ass shit made up by Stephen Colbert and a bunch of half-assed morons who have long since lost their mojo. That's why it's going to fail. Because nobody's listening. Stephen Colbert listens to himself as a fan, and they said a fan should never be allowed to write something because they're not going to write something that benefits the world. They're going to write something that benefits themselves as a fan. Armies of Balrogs, yeah. Armies of Balrogs. The dragons. The monsters. That's what people would want to see. That you would have people lined up around the block, looping, layers to the line, to go see that. And honestly, you'd have to make a TV series of it if you want to get it all. You'd have to make a TV series of it, but give it movie budget. TV series with movie budget. And you would, success. Yeah, Shelob's mom. Show us Shelob's mom. That would make me shit my pants. Giant spider demon. Ugh. There it is. That's what people want. So if this thing ever happens, and that's the other thing, I didn't want to give any of the anti-rage baiter people, the anti-wokers, or the wokey, the stanzers who hate the anti-wokers, I didn't want to give them any ammunition because this thing will likely never see the light of day because Paramount Skydance wants to make money. And Stephen Colbert doesn't make anybody money. Just ask CBS. He doesn't make anybody money. Doesn't at all. So there's my opening take on that. We'll talk about this more once again this week. This was news of the week, and it can be discussed. And what'd be funny is I wonder if this affects Rings of Power at all, because that's Amazon, who's separate from everything else, who's separate from Warner Brothers. It's funny stuff. It should be interesting. Anyway, so there you go. Those are my thoughts from the events of yesterday. We got there. Let's check Stream Elements. Nope, nothing there. So why don't we look at the news? Let's check out the news, see what's going on, because that's all else I got. I don't got anything else today. Because what's going to happen now is we're going to finish up here. And then I'm going to wait for my car to get back so I can go shopping and get all my shopping done for the week. Because I can't go out on Saturday because somebody else needs to use my car to go do stuff. And, of course, we have Anime Odyssey tonight. So I need to get ready for that as well. I got to finish reading One Piece for regular One Piece discussion. Anyway, so I got stuff to do. Maybe I'll take a nap too. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea. Anyway, all right. The news. How to watch 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. I never even heard of it, and I don't give a fuck. Damson Idris to lead the Lord's Day TV adaptation on Netflix. I don't know what that is either. Lion King singer accuses comedian for mistranslating Circle of Life chant and seeks more than $20 million in damages. I heard about that the other day. People said this is what Hakuna Matata or whatever Awimowe means. I don't know. Awimowe, 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 Awimowe. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Okay, I'm not gonna go. Anyway, I heard about that. I didn't watch it because I don't watch shit like that unless you make me. But I guess, is that possible? He's gonna try and get $20 million in damages. Jeez. I can't do it. My voice is too low. I don't have that kind of a pitch. Reunion, Laguna Beach. Don't care. Ryan Gosling to star in next movie from Everything Everywhere All at Once directing duo Daniels. Hey, listen, Ryan Gosling has a lot of goodwill right now. A lot of goodwill. Question is, will that goodwill carry over to Starfighter? I don't think so. I don't think so. He might actually be a bright spot in Starfighter, considering how positive he's being right now, because he made the statement the other day that it's not the moviegoer's job, the customer's job to save Hollywood. It's their job to make good movies. That's a pretty ballsy Chad statement by Ryan Gosling. But I don't think it's going to carry over to Star Wars. I just don't. I still think Starfighter is going to be a massive flop. Maybe not massive flop, it's going to flop. Hannah Montana cast recalls first day of filming. I was afraid I was going to get fired. Don't care. Jeffrey Owens to guest star on The Pit Season 2. Don't care. End of Oak Street trailer. Don't care. Ryan Coogler's X-Files casts Himesh Patel opposite Danielle Deadweiler. Man, they're just DEIing X-Files, aren't they? I'm not an X-Files guy. I tried for years to always get into it and to watch it. X-Files is just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not saying it's bad. It just I never really got it. I never really understood it. When I say understood it, I never really understood the draw of it. I understand the episodes. I'm saying I never understood the appeal overall. I got bored very easy with X-Files. Although the hotter Gillian Anderson got, the more I did kind of watch, though. When she suddenly became super hot Gillian Anderson, it was like, man, oh, I want to keep watching for a little bit more. I got to stay on character. But yeah, Ryan Coogler is DEIing the hell out of this, and I don't know if classic X-Files fans are going to be down with this. I don't know. I don't know if Ryan Coogler has the chops to do X-Files either. I don't. X-File, I didn't see Sinners. I never plan on seeing Sinners. Sinners can go fuck itself for all I care. But I don't think Ryan Coogler is this creative genius that they're pretending he is right now. I just don't. Something tells me he's not. Moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Kim Kardashian auctions off All's Fair clothing to fund free legal services for women. Oh, what the hell? The right to a lawyer shouldn't depend on your bank account. I want to say things that are not YouTube friendly. This has to be one of the dumbest, completely unaware statements I've ever heard. I don't want to say that. People will buy her stupid clothes so they can smell her fat ass was in it. They'll do that shit. But what money are you going to get? You think you're going to get millions of dollars for clothing you wore in a show that was universally panned? Malcolm D. Lee's psychological thriller Strung, starring Chloe Bailey, to open. I don't know, whatever. Major League Baseball opening day. Oh, baseball has started. Well, I haven't watched baseball in, I think, 15, maybe 20 years. Maybe, yeah, 20 years. Last time I actually watched baseball was the Subway Series in, what was that, 01? It was 01. Yeah, that was the last time I watched baseball, the Subway Series in 01. That was it. I haven't watched baseball since. I'm not hating on baseball. I just lost interest. But baseball starts. Hope people enjoy watching their baseball, all marathon season of it until we get to October. Nine Lives director Rodrigo Garcia's first Netflix series, Santita, starring Gael Garcia Bernal, bows April 22nd, unveils first look photos. Oh, whatever. Dash Crofts of Seals and Crofts duo behind 70s Smash Summer Breeze and the Diamond Girl does 87. Okay, R.I.P. Running Point Season 2 trailer, Kate Hudson basketball comedy, no thank you. Sony Champion, don't care. Sony's latest premium, don't care. Okay, this actually is interesting, I guess. Super Mario Galaxy adds Fox McCloud in Star Fox and Smash Bros. Crossover. So so Nintendo and Illumination are doing it. They're doing it. They're making the unified Nintendo verse through Smash Bros. Happening, and they're bringing in Fox McCloud Star Fox. This could make a lot of people happy. People have been clamoring, why don't we see Star Fox? Is Star Fox being this? It's Galaxy. He should be in there. Well, there it is. You're getting your Star Fox call out. I don't care. I am not even going to go see this movie. Not because I think it's going to be bad. I'm just not interested. The charm of the first movie was good, but even though I enjoyed the first Super Mario Brothers movie, I'm not up to date is the best way to put it on all the Mario lore and games. I haven't played a Mario game since Super Mario World. That was the last time I played a Mario installment. I never played Mario 64. I never played Galaxy 1 and 2. I never played Sunshine. Never played any of that stuff. Never. So in the first one, there were a lot of callbacks, Easter eggs that didn't make sense to me. And this one will have even more shit in it that doesn't make sense to me. So I have now been removed from those who this movie was made for. This movie was not made for me. Therefore, I have no comment. I have no care. I am not simply going to watch it and review it because it's the thing. I'm not going to do that because I have no emotional connection to this whatsoever. Now, of course, I know who Star Fox is, who Fox McCloud is. I've played Star Fox games. Beat one of them. I beat the N64 one when I borrowed my buddy's. Well, not borrowed. I was safekeeping it from his girlfriend in sophomore year in college. His girlfriend didn't like his N64, so he gave it to me for safekeeping in my room because I had a single. Gotta blow my nose real quick. Hold on. But yeah, so I understand that this is a goodwill move to Nintendo fans, Star Fox fans, and maybe it'll branch to a Star Fox movie. Maybe they'll get that. Be testing the waters. Trial balloon is what we call it. So this movie's going to, don't get me wrong, even though I understand that I'm not the audience for this anymore, this movie's going to make 1.3 to 1.5 billion. It's going to make money. Nintendo and Illumination are going to make bank. But I just don't care. And it's an I don't care of, not that I think it's stupid. It's an I don't care is because it doesn't emotionally appeal to me at all. Jeopardy can fuck off. Daniel Day Kim can fuck off on CNN. Megan Thee Stallion can go away, you disgusting whore. Ruby Stokes joins Kenneth Branagh in Royal Shakespeare Company's The Tempest. Ooh. I don't know who she is, But Branagh, when Branagh does Shakespeare, dude, you know you're going to get quality. Whether it's stage or screen, when Branagh decides to do Shakespeare, you're going to get quality. One of these days, Jed, we are going to take 2 or 3 drive-ins to do Branagh's Hamlet. It's 4 hours of glory. 4 hours, and it's glorious. At least two drive-ins to cover that. Because that Branagh's Hamlet is the definitive media for Hamlet. It is glorious. It is so good. That's culture right there, watching Branagh's Hamlet. And it's got a pack cast. It had Charlton Heston in it before he died. That movie had everybody in it. Talk about a cast. Woo! Woo! So I'm sure this is going to be good because Branagh, that's his bread and butter, Shakespeare. And more of the gay hockey show. Ugh. That disgusts me. All right. I'm about to say something that is probably mean. So, disclosure. I'm about to be heartless. I don't care about Savannah Guthrie's mom's kidnapping anymore. When it happened, we commented, it's a horrible thing to have happen. It was happened because you're I guess, a famous person. But at this point, why do we care about her kidnapping over all the other kidnappings go on in the world? Oh, because she's a celebrity. I'm sorry. Why? Why is her kidnapping any more important than any other kidnapping? Lots of people get kidnapped. And we don't spend dozens of hours of television and news coverage talking about it. Because she's a celebrity that I frankly never heard of, really, until this happened. I don't watch daytime television. I'm a man and not gay. So, no, his girlfriend was really fat. He was a skinny Latino dude. He liked them chunky women. He liked them. I didn't want his girlfriend. No, I didn't like his girlfriend. I did not. She was a bit of a bitch too. No, I was happy to babysit the N64. So I was very happy to be. It gave me a chance to confirm whether or not I really wanted to get one. In the end, I decided, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, so there, I've said my cruel shit. I'm tired of this Savannah Guthrie stuff. I'm tired of it. I don't care. Give me equal coverage to all the other kidnappings that go on in the country and the world, and then come back and talk to me. Disney Store announces May the 4th be with you. Star Wars collection sets weekly countdown collection starting in April. Well, it's that time of year again in a month where you'll get good deals on Steam. That's all it's worth. Good deals on Steam for video games. Warner Brothers Discovery sets date for shareholder vote on Paramount Skydance merger. It'll go through. If the Netflix one went through, this one will go through. Because this is a safer deal. It's a much safer deal. Bill Maher will, in fact, receive Kennedy Center's Mark Twain Prize for Humor after Trump's White House called it fake news. Here's the funny thing. I was actually talking about this the other day with somebody. We are living in a world right now where Bill Maher is talking sense. Bill Maher, hard liberal, bomb thrower, talks out of his ass for the past 30 years. We are now living in a world, though, where he sees the writing on the wall and is talking sense about his side of the aisle. I know. Reality is turned upside down. Y equals X, Y equals X, X equals Y. I know. Here we go. Harry Potter stuff. Don't care. We've talked about that already. Anything else here? One more over. Let's go one more in. Oops, stop doing that. Stop moving on me. Anything here? Anything of interest? No. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Hit superhero comedy game Dispatch headed to Xbox this summer. I don't care about Dispatch. Don't give a fuck. If I never hear about Dispatch again, I'll be a happy person. Hades 2 fun and launch on Xbox next month, including via Game Pass. Well, Xbox keeps trying. The Expanse or Osiris Reborn gets a debut gameplay trailer with big Mass Effect vibes, a closed beta, and spring 2027 release window. I never was into The Expanse, so this kind of just goes over my head. I'm not into it. But I know Expanse fans will probably enjoy this if it ends up being a good game. So good luck. Alien Deathstorm is the next game from Sniper Elite and Atomfall developer Rebellion. Okay. Stalker 2, Cost of Hope is a massive non-linear expansion packed with dozens of hours of gameplay. Didn't play Stalker 2 at all anyway. Dead by Daylight developer is working on a new Serious Sam game, published by developer. Okay. No, this is all okay stuff. Hunter, The Reckoning, Death Wish revealed at Xbox Partner Preview Showcase. Okay. Oh, we have our Freya. Sonia Walger. I think I recognize her from something. That looks like another miscast to me. Right away, that looks like another miscast to me. Oh boy, I think that should complete the cast. That should complete it. Pokemon Company is already considering a future where the total number of pocket monsters available hits maybe 10,000. Power level over 10,000. Sorry, I'm mixing my anime. I know. Well, my Pokemon bros will catch them all. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream demo turns all your Mii's into homebound advertising robots. If you buy, no. That looks like nightmare fuel. Moving on. Xbox Partner Preview March 2026. Everything announced. Don't care. Saros will have autosaves and multiple save slots at launch following returnal feedback. Always good when you listen to your customers. Always good. Well, that's the thing. Bill Maher is an asshole. He's an asshole. But he's scared right now. And fear makes you tell the truth. That's the thing. Sin and Siege, a new Heaven versus Hell strategy game revealed for PC. Ooh. You're on Hell's team. Color me intrigued. I always like a good strategy game. And it might not be human world Heaven versus Hell, just to be a Heaven versus a Hell. It might be that. I mean, remember Disgaea? You were a leader of Hell in those games. I didn't play those games, but I know of them. Fucking pretties. Fewer people playing Fortnite is just one of Epic's many problems. And let's say, so yeah, we're going to talk about that this weekend. I want to talk about this Fortnite thing this week. I'm going to put the time in. I'm going to collect all the articles, and we're going to try and figure out what's going on with Fortnite. Because I thought Fortnite was untouchable. I just thought it kept pushing along, dominating, making the money, but apparently not. So I want to explore that this weekend. I want to explore what's going on with Fortnite. I really do. Pokemon Center store clerk in Tokyo fatally stabbed. What is going on in these Pokemon stores? What is going on? Every few months, robberies, attacks, assaults, murder. These Poke people. What's going on? Just play Pokepia and find your Zen place. Oh, Star Fox. Already talked about that. Hideo I'm a Troll Kojima reflects on social media scent hunt. Kojima is just... I can't really stand him. I really can't. Capcom apologized for Street Fighter 6 Alex and Patricia incest controversy. Announces patch of the what? This is okay. I don't know any of this. This is beyond my basic Street Fighter lore, which after a certain point I don't know. Okay. All right. No. Shuttered Sony Studio was working on something focused. Well, Daredevil aborted season 2, just started, but Charlie Cox has already let slip how it ends. Yeah, in cancellation. That's how it ends, in cancellation. But it has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. That doesn't mean shit. Somewhere out there right now, I want to believe that Dre has suffered the beginning of this, and we'll find out on Sunday how bad. New edition of Warhammer 40K revealed with cinematic trailer and new models. Get your plastic crack. But not me. My plastic crack days are long since over. Now we're into yesterday. I didn't cover yesterday, so we'll do a quick breeze through here. Nintendo Switch 2 physical games will now be more expensive than digital versions. How much more expensive? I mean, digital should be cheaper than physical. It should be. But how much? Sony's Honda Afeela PlayStation cars are getting scrapped now, too. Whatever. K-pop Demon Hunter fans should go buy stuff. Whatever. RE4 Remake Merchant, $3 trillion in debt. Whatever. Anything here? Death Stranding 2. Don't really care. James Marsden on finally wearing accurate Cyclops suit. Well, whatever. I heard about this one, too. The puppeteer for BB Beach Bowl 8 was crying about, if you don't like it, don't watch it. The prequels were just as polarizing as the sequel. Josie, no, shut the fuck up. The prequels were not as polarizing because the prequels, in the end, were still Star Wars. May not be perfect Star Wars, but still Star Wars. Investors are having a whoopsie moment after 3 million sales and more now. In Crimson Desert has the Pearl Abyss stock skyrocket. Wow, it's like I was right. Nothing wrong. There is this. There was an article here on the Harry Potter thing. Where was it? I did scan this yesterday. I think I kept it. Was it up here? Hang on a second. No, I think it's in my. I think I bookmarked it in my Firefox. Let me look real quick. Yeah, we'll talk about this on Sunday, but they did announce that even though they're going to keep filming all the Harry Potter seasons, they're not going to show the seasons annually. They're going to space them out. That is a terrible idea. Absence does not make the heart grow fonder when it comes to television. Making your customer base wait, not a good idea. We'll talk about more of that on Sunday. Before executives took credit, Tony Baxter built Disney parks you love. Okay. Oriental Land Company announces Disney cruise operations in Japan. Don't care. Daredevil aborted again. The cast is all doubling down on the political stuff we talked about on Sunday. And Greg Gutfeld continues to clobber at late night. Good for Gutfeld. I always find Gutfeld funny. Gutfeld is a funny man. And Darth Vader is coming to former Jedi Academy training stage at Disney Hollywood Studios. Ugh. Just no, leave it alone. That's it. That's all we got. That's the news, and I'm sticking to it. And we're just about at the hour. Let's have a look. Nothing in Stream Elements. So we're going to move on. This is my job, woman. This is my job. Doing my job, making money right now. That's what we do here. But nobody's giving me money. So there we go. Disclosure is near. I saw the trailer for Disclosure when I went to see Project Hail Mary. I didn't like what I saw. I hadn't seen anything on that yet. The trailer, I didn't like it. I didn't like the Disclosure trailer. Disclosure Day trailer. I didn't like Disclosure Day trailer. You know, going to the Clanker for help is not going to save you. You think the Clanker is going to... The Clanker is not a shield. I can bust through a Clanker any day. All right, we're done, though. Unless you guys throw anything in the super chat or tip area that will continue the show on. We are an hour in, and that's good enough for me. What do we got going on today? As I said, it is Thursday. It is the end of the month, which means Anime Odyssey tonight. Anime Odyssey, Dermy and I will be talking Gachaikuta, or as Jeremy calls it, the trash anime. We'll be talking Gachaikuta, season 1, all 24 episodes, talking all that goodness, that fun. It's a fun series. We'll have a good talk. We'll be talking a little One Piece live action. I want Dermy to have a take on my take on something. We'll be talking regular One Piece. I got to finish reading up the manga that has been stacking up a little bit. I got to catch up. Talk some One Piece. No. Listen, I'm okay with animated titty, but I ain't going to talk about it. Anyway, but what else we got? So we're going to be Anime Odyssey 8:30 tonight. If we get done at a decent amount of time, I guess we'll play Crimson Desert. I shouldn't, but I will. I'll say, all right. I'll say this. We'll walk into it. Well animated hentai is great. when it's the quality of the anime you get on a seasonally basis, it's great. But there is also trash out there. It's porn. It's just porn. But it's animated porn. It's animated titties. And I like titties all the way around. Anyway. That's ecchi. That's softcore. Chain Soldier Season 1 is fantastic. I'm looking forward to watching Season 2 very shortly. It's ecchi. It's ecchi. It's just softcore. It's softcore. There's nothing wrong with little ecchi in our lives. Nothing wrong with little titty. Hey, listen, titty makes everything better. Boobs make everything better. They heal your soul. Anyway, so we got Anime Odyssey tonight. Likely some more Crimson Desert afterwards. Tomorrow, Friday, we'll be back here. Nothing's happening on Friday night, so guess what? Crimson Desert tomorrow night too. Saturday, drive-in. We're watching. What are we watching? Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim. We're talking Pacific Rim on drive-in. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern like normal. Then I'll be playing more Crimson Desert. More Crimson Desert. Then Sunday roundtable, we will go over the week's events. We will have some fun. I think it's going to be a good show this weekend. It's going to be a good show. Listen, why are you trying to create shit, Sam says? Sam gives me enough shit. You don't need to make shit up. Sam already trolls me. I don't need you to make up trolling shit. What an intervention. He's playing it as much as I am. Yes, I do have bags under my eyes. I will admit that. I will admit I have shadows under my eyes. I have been playing too much. I have been a dirty little gamer stay up for the all week. It's been bad. It's been bad. I got to ratchet it. Well, when I got listen. Jed rated me. Beardo rated me. When people are watching, I can't stop. When you got 20 or more people watching you play the game, I want to keep going. I'm being entertaining. I want to give people a good show here. I want to give people a good show. And especially yesterday when I didn't put any videos, I got to do something for you guys. So I do need to get under control. I need to start earlier and end sooner so that I can get to sleep. It's been bad. Yeah, Weasel, I'm 50 hours in. And I have done jack shit. We just finished chapter 2 last night. You were there. You left before we finished it, but we were there. The Luke Goblin does not know when to quit. Exactly. But how many... I stop at middle we're doing, and I just start grabbing the loot. Shit's going on. Gotta get the loot. And listen, at least I don't breathe heavily like Kel. When Kel goes after loot, he starts the heavy breathing. And it's wrong. Don't do that. Just go no sleep, no life. Imagine what's going to happen when they actually add the co-op to this. Wait till we have co-op in this shit. And I have a feeling Pearl Abyss will just keep dropping free DLC into this. I have a feeling they're going to keep adding content to this game. I have a very good feeling they're going to add more content. Look what 50 hours And I'm still in Hernan. I'm still in Hernan. I've leaked into the other zones for quests, but we're still in Hernan. We're not done there. 50 hours in. 50 hours in. I would have liked character customization. I would have liked to make my own Cliff. As Ariel says it, Adam Cliff. I would have liked to have made Adam Cliff. I would have liked to have done that. We heard Weasel was the one who told me about it, that they did say at some point they would be adding co-op, maybe up to three or four players, something like that. I don't know. I can't confirm it. All right, here, I'll do a quick look here. Hold on a second. I'll do a quick look. Crimson Desert co-op. We are planning. Okay, they are planning to roll it out. Crimson Desert is launching now. There is no co-op, shared world, or only multiplayer. While the Earth Hub suggested multiplayer elements, the final product is standalone story transmission. Though post-launch cooperative modes are not entirely ruled out by developers. So, according to this, we might get co-op modes, which would be good enough for me. That'd be good enough for me. If we get a co-op mode where we can do some shit, that'd be good enough for me. I'd be down with that. I would be down with that. You know who I want to actually see play this? I want to see how Dermy handles this game. Dermy's been toying around with playing it for the past several weeks. He's been talking about whether or not he wants to get. And I told him to take his time. We should see Dermy play this game. I want to see how he's going to handle the trials and tribulations of Pywall or Pytail, whatever it's called. I want to see how he handles it. If he's gonna do okay, or if he's gonna. I don't think Dermy would rage quit, but he'd freak out. He'd freak out at some stuff. The dildozer. Dermy might actually run at it the wrong way. I think it's a dildozer. Anyway, there we go. We're done here. Thank you, everybody. Let me check Stream Elements one more time. Nope, nothing there. Okay, all right, guys. We are done for the day. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. You can show me by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, leaving comments, and joining me on all the other streams, stuff like that. 8:30 tonight, Anime Odyssey. Be there, here, and on Dermy's channel. I'll see you guys then. Until then, take it easy, everybody.